Okay, so in part one, we talked about, hopefully I still have my pen. Yes. Okay, in part one, we talked about breaking that all up. So anything that is a perfect cube, the exponent is going to be divisible by what? 3. Okay, so 3, 6, 9, 12. Anything that's divisible by 3 is a perfect cube exponent. Okay, so I'm supposed to take the cube root of the first. So the cube root of 8m cubed is
2m.
2m. And then I'm supposed to have the same sign, right?
Yes.
And the cube root of the second, 3. Now 2m is my first thing, right?
Yes.
And 3 is my second thing. So my rule says I'm supposed to do what? Okay, so 2m squared is 4m squared. Then what?
Plus.
So
A
opposite
times B.
sign, right?
Opposite sign would be
M plus
B squared. 9.
9. Now, is this always going to be a plus 9, a plus?
No. Well,
Yes,
because
Yes.
if it's
Yeah.
positive,
Because you
I got it.
square a negative and get
I
a
got
positive,
it.
right?
Yeah.
Okay,
I got it.
so now we have sum of cubes, and I honestly always write sum / difference of cubes and write this as one thing. But they have it written as 2. So we have a cubed plus b cubed. Now I want you to look at the rule I've written here and look at the difference of cubes.
It's just the sign.
It's exactly the same thing. Same sign, opposite sign. It's the same rule. So the rule says cube root of the first, same sign, cube root of the second, square the first, opposite sign, multiply the two together, plus square the second. Same thing as the difference, isn't it? And we're going to add an 8 in front of this G. We're going to have 8G cubed plus 64H to the 6th.
What are you doing?
Yeah, that's my question.
Why do you want them all easy?
Because it's easier.
Well, I was just doing my work and then you gotta change the numbers up on me like that.
I don't know. Okay, so do I have perfect cubes up there?
Yes.
No.
You have 1.
Two.
I don't know the cube.
The 6 is divisible by 3.
What's the eight?
Is 6 divisible by 3?
Yes.
And 8 we already established was 2 times 2 times 2, yes?
Yeah.
So 64
4.
is 4. If everything else is a cube, you're going to probably have to figure out what the other one is, right?
Is it 16 times 4?
Yes.
Yes.
So it's 4.
It's 4 times 4 is 16.
Okay, I was thinking that it was 16 times 16. And I was like, that's not right.
That would be 4 to the 4th.
But
That would be 4 to the 4th if 16 times 16.
Okay, that should be 200.
Okay, so rule says,
9 plus 16 is 32.
rule says cube root of the first. So what do I get when I take the cube root of 8 cubed? Or 8G cubed.
2G.
2G.
That's what I have on my iPhone 4.
Okay. Same sign, right?
yes.
Now the cube root of 64H to the 6th. 4H squared. Because I have 6.
Okay.
So you divide it by 3. Because you're taking the cube root. The cube root is really the power of 1/3. We've talked about that a little bit. So it's H to the 6th to the 1/3. When I take a power to a power, I multiply, yes?
Yes.
So I get 8x in this case. Okay. Okay, now I square the first.
It's 4G squared
4G squared. Then what?
plus.
Minus.
Oh.
It's
Okay,
the
I was-
opposite sign.
Yeah.
Now you get to add 5 problems. We're doing IXL here. I took off 2 because you got it right. Now I added 4 because you
Wait,
got 1
no,
wrong.
no, no. What I'm saying. Wait.
Okay, now what?
8 times 8G.
8GH squared.
Plus 16.
Plus
to the 4th.
16H to the 4th.
Wow. Look at that magic.
This
Okay.
is H to the 4th. I try to write too small. Okay.
Because we squared it,
This
we got h to the fourth.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I switched the sign from inside the second parentheses.
Yeah.
Like
I know.
the second one, I was
Okay,
thinking switch.
So these are your 4 rules that you are going to use on every problem today.
Okay.
So you are going to have to look at the problem and identify the rule that you need to use. And you're going to be working from the left to the right and also the right to the
Left.
left. So left to right is factoring, yes? Right to left is multiplying. And you multiplied yesterday and found out how long that could take you, right? So if I use my rules, it will help me a lot, won't it?
Boom.
Okay. So I have, as you write it down, think about what rule. I have the quantity 2x squared plus 3y. Let me say that again. The quantity of 2x squared plus y cubed squared. So what's the rule?
Square of sum.
Square of sums. Now I'm going to tell you every one of these examples is a sum. That's why I threw the minus the difference on the other example. Okay. So it tells me when I do that, talk me through your rule that you have on your paper. You've identified it, it's square of sums, right?
I have to do a plus b. Plus or minus.
No, that's the left. I need the right.
So,
So what's the right tell me to do?
A squared.
A squared.
Same sign.
So this is a squared, yes?
Yeah.
So I get what?
4x to the 4th.
4x to the 4th
Plus,
plus,
A times B.
okay,
so
Square
2x
y
squared.
2x squared y cubed. You guys need to say those right. Y3 is not a thing. Okay, then what?
plus b squared.
Plus b
Plus
squared.
plus
y to the
fifth.
6.
Wait.
A power to a power, you multiply.
Oh.
Yes?
Okay, yeah.
Is that 2x? I can't even read.
2x squared y cubed. Okay, now we can use these things to make even multiplication of just whole numbers easier. So I have 41 and 39. So we're going to think difference of squares. Okay, so I need to think of two numbers that when I add them I get 41, and when I subtract them I get 39. 40 and 1. So I can make this into 40 plus 1 and 40 minus 1. Correct?
Yes.
Okay, so if I have that, then I'm going from the right to the left, yes? So what does your rule say on this one from the right to the left? What does it say to do? Look at your rule for difference of squares. From the right to the left, what's it say to do?
A minus b and a plus.
No, that's
A plus
the
B
right. We
squared.
need to go to the
A squared
Difference
minus
of
a squared minus
b
b squared. So a is what?
A is 4.
40. So 40 squared
So 40
minus, and b is 1. Now, squaring 40 is not too bad, is it? It's 4 squared with 2 zeros. So 4 squared is 16.
100.
So it's 1600 minus 1. So it's what?
1599. That's the year.
Now, that was easier once I did that. Would that be easier than just multiplying 41 times 39? Yeah, if you really got the hang of that. So in your problems today that you'll want to do stuff like that. Okay, so now what rule do I have up there now?
That's gonna be
Difference of squares.
Difference of squares, because I have conjugate pairs up here, yes?
Yeah.
So now I'm going to do it with all these stuff, right? And I'm going from the right to the left. So I'm squaring the first minus the square of the second.
a squared.
Okay, so 3x squared squared
So
9x.
9x to the 4th
minus
minus
25
6.
we're done. 7, not a 6.
That'd be I thought it wouldn't it be a 9?
Nope.
I thought you said you had to multiply the factor.
5y cubed squared.
Oh.
So 5y to the
Ugh.
6.
I
Not
need to-
cubing,
Because 9's not divisible by 2.
we're squaring.
Oh, this was like
You were just adding problems to your assignment.
No,
What?
I am
What are
not.
we doing?
I will not do them.
Okay, so I have another one with just numbers, right?
Yeah.
What's this fit? Square sums, right? So we're gonna go from the left to the right. And the square sum says what from the left to the right?
A squared plus AB plus B squared.
Okay, so a squared would be 144
Plus.
plus,
225.
No.
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 So you got 12 times 15, now watch.
180.
12 times 15, watch how I do it. 15 is 10 and 5, yes? Yes?
Yeah.
So 120 and 60 is 180. I multiplied by 10. Yes?
Yeah.
And I multiplied by 5,
Yes.
and I added them.
Yes.
Okay?
I don't get it.
Plus 180.
Instead of doing just 12 times 15 and doing the move over or whatever, I just made 15, 10, and 5. Could I have made 12, 10, and 2?
Yeah.
What? Oh.
Could you just left them the same?
15 times 12, 12 is 10 and 2, yes?
Yeah.
So I'd have 150 plus 30 is what?
Whoa.
180.
Oh, I see it now.
Okay, so 180
Smart man.
Plus 225.
plus 225.
That's a big number.
But it's still better than multiplying or adding these together and squaring. You guys want to square 27?
No, ma'am.
No.
Okay.
Yes.
So adding this isn't bad. 9, 4, 549.
But that's the square
So
root.
27 squared is 549.
No, it. Wait. Isn't 25 squared 625?
That's
What? I thought that's what it was.
I think he just need to be quiet.
He's asking a question.
we added right, didn't we?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, did Austin do the adding?
Yes, I did, Evan.
It looks right to me.
It looks pretty good to me, I'm not gonna lie.
I'll look into it. Yes.
It is, it's
Okay,
620,
so I-
it's
It is indeed
625.
625.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so that can't be 27 squared.
You're right.
27 squared is 729.
And that's 27, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what did we do wrong?
No, no, I added.
Did I multiply wrong?
Yeah.
It's probably what happened.
Nine's a pretty.
I added.
I don't think I did.
9 should be a 4.
Maybe it just doesn't work the way we think
Yeah.
it does.
No, it does.
How would 9 be a
Obviously not.
Yeah, it's 180.
549.
549.
It just doesn't work.
What if you added the other stuff?
We
No
squared,
solution.
yes.
No, it's wrong.
Yeah.
Shh, guys, don't be helpful. You're not being helpful at all.
What's
Okay,
the
so
square?
12 squared is
144.
144, and it says multiply these two together, right?
Yeah. Which is 180.
And 15 squared is 225, right?
Yeah.
What is 600? Or what's 27
25 is
squared?
625.
Somebody,
Yeah, 25 is 625.
what was
Can I
27 is 729.
What?
So,
Calculator.
is it 2 AB, maybe? That'd make
No,
it
it's
that.
not 280.
Well, why not? That'd make
Well,
it
just look at your
729.
sheet and it has what the equation's supposed to be.
Did I write the equation down
I
wrong?
think you really raised that.
That would be horrible if I typed it in there wrong. And now that you say that, it did.
You did. It should be 2 AB.
Yeah, it should be 280.
Yeah! Let's go.
Because we have done that rule before.
The right thing.
Okay, right back here, what do we need to put right here?
You had your
Yeah.
I am so horrible. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, that makes me want to cry.
Well, it's not that bad.
We just aren't smart. Wait, so is our example wrong?
Yeah, we'll fix it right now.
Okay.
Hey, that's okay.
It would be 729.
Yeah, that would be 729 because 180 times 2 would be 360.
That means Evan was.
That means part 2 is
Okay.
people who like part 1 have to wait.
I just did 727.
To do their homework.
Exactly.
Okay.
Is it like that for the rest of them too?
No, just on this one.
Well,
No, it's just, guys, it's just on that one. And I know what I did. I did these and I was copying. And I didn't put my 2 in. And I didn't catch it when I said it.
What about the other class?
I'll have to fix it
Do
tomorrow.
they just not catch it?
No.
Well,
What
they.
about the homework?
I don't think.
Okay. Okay, guys, I will worry about them. You worry about you. Okay, let's do the rule. Let's fix it. Okay, so is it going to change our 9x squared that we had?
No.
No, it's going to be 9x squared. But we'd have 3 times 4, which would be 12, but then times 2 would be 24. XY. And it's not going to change our 16 either.
No.
Okay, so it's really not changing a whole lot, is it?
No.
So on your other one, what do you need to put? Minus what? 24? Okay, so then up here, this wouldn't be a 2, it would be a what? 4. Is that the only other time we used it?
I do not know.
Yes. So this would be what?
360.
360. So we get 9, and then 2, and then 7.
man, we're too smart.
Can't believe I typed that wrong. Sorry, guys. But that was an easy fix, right? Now we have it. Okay, I have 9 n to the 4th minus 25 n to the 6th.
That is gonna be cute.
No. 4 is not divisible by 3. 9 is not a perfect cube, and neither is 25. Difference of squares. Okay? So, are 4 and 6 divisible by 2? Yes. Because square root is a half, right? So you multiply by half.
Yes.
So my rule says to take the square root of the first, so I get what?
Or not.
3 m squared plus 5 n
You're the third.
to the 3rd. Then I need its conjugate pair.
So
That
3 m squared minus 5 n cubed.
Does it matter if you do the plus or minus first?
Nope.
We went over this.
Cool, I don't remember.
It doesn't matter. I just put the positive first because it's going to come out to be a negative if I had to solve it. You guys are not solving today. I don't want you to solve. Listen to me.
Solve?
You are not solving. So don't. You're multiplying and factoring and that's it. Okay. So next one. X cubed minus 216.
Difference of cubes.
Difference of cubes. So you see x cubed, but now we got to figure out 216.
19. 29. 92.
What?
Sorry, 92.
None of those.
92 cubed would be a lot larger.
92 cubed would be huge.
Divided by oh no, wait, you wouldn't divide by 3. Never mind.
No, 47.
Divided by 3 and divided by 2. You wouldn't
Okay,
divide-
so
you would not
5
divide by
is
3.
125, right?
Yeah.
What?
5's
Yes.
225.
It's
No.
5 times 5 is 5.
5 times 5 is 225 is 15 squared. Yeah, you got to stay with we were doing like all of a sudden we were doing squares last hour. I'm like, wait a second, we're cubing. So we need to find something.
5.5.
No,
6.
It says it's
6.
6.
Okay, so 36 times 6,
It's 6.
and I should know something because I need a 6 at the end,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So that'd be 6 and 3, so it'd be 216. Okay, so how do I do it?
So 36. No.
X
Plus
X
6
minus.
minus
6. Once you figured out the cube root, you're done with the hard part, yes?
Yeah.
Now I just gotta find one rule.
X plus.
So-
X squared
Uh-huh.
plus
square two or
Wait, what would be, that is squared.
36 should be.
No, 36 is what we squared.
36 is 6 squared.
Oh, wait.
No, we're not waiting, we're telling. Okay,
Okay, what's C?
Is it cubed again?
It's
the
cubed.
sum of cubes.
Some of you.
Some, they're both cubed, yes?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
so what is the cube root of 11 cubed?
No, 11 times 11 is 121.
11. No,
What?
11.
I was gonna do that math.
Very
Okay.
slowly.
Because the cube root of x cubed is x, yes?
Okay.
So the cube root of 11 cubed is,
Oh.
11.
Get on my level.
then what?
5. Plus, minus 5.
Plus-
Plus 5.
5.
And then it's gonna be
121.
121
Minus 55
minus 55
plus 25.
plus 25. Okay, so this is 15 here, yes?
16.
16.
Again.
Okay, 55 minus 25 would be 30.
30.
And then minus 121 minus 30 would
Would
be
be
91.
89.
Wait, no, 99.
No, it's a
91.
Wait.
121 minus
30.
30.
Yeah.
I get it.
It'd be 191. Or not 191, it would just be
Gosh.
91.
Wait, how?
The math today.
How?
The math don't add up.
What's 12 minus 3?
121 minus 30.
Yeah.
1.
Oh, okay.
Nine.
God,
Carrier 1.
that just like threw me off.
Okay.
So
So let's make this easy. Let's see, 10 and 6
Oh.
Sure.
for 16.
Yeah, man.
So 10 would be 9, 10. And 6 would be 6 and 5 and 4. So 6, 5, 4.
So when they're like
I
that,
think we
you want
better
us to
check
take
this
it all
out
the way
just to
through?
make
Yeah.
sure. 1, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
Yeah, because those are numbers. Those are,
But not the like X's. and
yeah,
stuff
no,
or
not the
whatever.
X's and Y's of variable. You're not going to be solving for
But if
variables.
there's one that's just straight numbers, just take it all the way through.
Yes, please.
Okay.
She's right.
So
Hallelujah.
I still think that's better than taking 11 cubed. You guys, right?
I think we should have let Evan do that.
In his head. He was
Yeah.
accomplishing so
I was
much.
waiting for
I
him to
was.
figure out
I
how to
already had
do it.
121. I was about to have it.
I was waiting
It's
for him.
3,443.
I about had that.
What?
Telling you.
11 cubed is 3,440.
Thought it was
443.
1430.
Wait,
What?
is that not?
Did I do fourth?
I think you did.
Hold on.
They're all those patterns.
121 times 11 is not going to be able to take out.
Oh no, that's not.
It's 1,331.
Yeah. And the next one is
Yeah, I had
What's
that.
the 9?
I just didn't know.
Okay. Okay, shh. What?
What's a 900?
You just go and it goes out.
This is 10 times 91.
It's not even 10.
And 6 times 91.
Why did you need to do
Because you had to multiply 91 times 16.
It is.
And I can do 10 times 91 and 6 times 91.
And then add them together.
Or you can do, guys,
This is
if,
what we explained earlier with the.
if you, what you're doing is making the numbers more manageable. Instead of doing 91 times 16, like your normal old division algorithm that you have, I can break it up into 10 because all I have to do is add a 0 to break it
that?
up.
Oh,
into
you
10.
gotta add multiply 11.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So, write it down. What am I going to use? Difference of squares. You're seeing them really quick, aren't you?
No.
I hadn't even looked up yet, not gonna lie.
Hey, even exponents are going to be perfect squares, yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
You got a difference?
Yes.
Is 9 a perfect square?
No. Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
3.
We are sophomores in high school.
Go
and
sophomores.
Dave's a senior.
Kale, I have the brain of a 3-year-old.
Okay.
You're not wrong.
So, what is the square root of
Jen,
m to the 8?
and to the 4th.
M to the fourth.
Minus 3 n to the fifth.
Okay, now what is my next quantity? What is the relationship? I want the word.
Conjugate.
Conjugate.
So it's m, whatever the 4 one means.
Fourth.
Or I thought there was like a certain word that you
No,
used.
it's M to the fourth. You guys
Cube.
say M4.
Not cube.
That's not what that is.
M to the fourth dimension.
I thought you like cube
What?
and stuff
So you
like
think
that.
there's
I
second
thought you
year
had an
or
name
is
for
that
that.
No, there's
It's
not.
J to the
It's
second.
only,
Anything
it's
is-
only for 2 and 3?
You can.
Okay.
It's not wrong.
I was thinking that there's one before.
M to the quattros.
Big English.
Am I right?
That's a yes. Next.
Why?
Difference of cubes.
Difference of cubes. Do it. You guys are getting off track. You're losing homework time because you're off track. Do the next problem.
Oh, I first didn't realize we
Austin,
What was it once?
there's another slide after this.
What?
Difference of cubes, right?
Mhm.
I feel like
You know it's not 5. 5 cubes 125.
I know it's gonna have to do with
I forgot
three.
about
And 2 and 6 is 216, I think.
27 is crazy.
Okay, so it's
No,
gonna be higher
I'm
than
just so
that.
confused. Like I don't know
21.
what. How, I don't know what he meant to like make it small. I don't know what he's done. I don't know if that makes sense. Stay alive. Okay.
You're using the cubes you know, because you know 27 cube, the cube root of 27, yes?
Barely.
Yeah. it's
Okay, so we need to figure out the cube root of 343.
It's
So then what do
13.
I do with the exponent? If it's 3x.
No, you would, it's just, you don't, what do you mean?
It's not gonna be.
It's 3x to the what? Divide by 3 to
Third.
To the third.
the third. But we gotta figure out 343. Now last hour they wanted like 13.
Hey.
What would be wrong with choosing 13?
Because that'd be a 9.
That'd be over 1,000.
Well, yeah.
Okay. 10 cubed is 1,000, yes?
Yeah.
So obviously not 13.
Okay, fine.
It's just 3.
9.
6.
Is it
No.
just 3?
Okay, now listen. 4 is 64.
7.
5, shush. 5 is 125. 6 is 216. Do I want to jump to 9?
No, 8.
It is 7.
I can see why they wanted to do 10.
I'm confused
Because
on how
3
it's-
plus 4 plus 3 is 10.
Well, no, they wanted to do 13 cubed. And I said, you know 10 cubes is 1,000, so 13 cubed would be way too much.
Then
It is 7 cubed.
Then never mind, no longer care.
What?
Oh, never mind. I was thinking like.
Never mind, no
never
longer
mind.
care.
Okay,
Never mind, I'm gonna erase this then.
so it's 3x cubed minus what?
Minus
Minus
7.
7 y to that.
To the.
And then I square, so I get 9x to the 6th, opposite sign. Multiply the two together
What?
21
and square the last, since I was already doing the problem basically. Okay, when I do these, still to this day, I've been doing these since Algebra 2 when I was in high school.
You went to high
Okay,
school?
yeah, no, I just skipped. Went to first grade and then college. Okay, I still to this day say in my head, cube root, same sign, cube root, square it, opposite sign, multiply them together, square it. In my head. That's exactly what we did, right? Cube root, same sign, cube root, squared it, opposite sign, multiply the two together, square it. That's exactly what we did.
That is exactly
Okay.
what we did.
You have to say it. It does. I don't know. I had one kid go, "Well, how do you know just the answer? You just write down the answer." No, I don't.
Lies.
I do not see that problem and see the answer. I see that problem and I form the answer. Does that make sense? The difference between the two?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I see this problem and I know it's a difference of cubes. And my biggest hint that makes me want to look for it is my 27.
You tried to do this
Man.
Okay. Now, what do we got now?
Some with cubed
Some-
again.
some cubes.
Sum of cubes with numbers, right?
With numbers.
12 plus 2.
12 plus 2.
144 minus 14 plus 4.
Ooh, look at you go.
I think she did
She
this
did
right.
that all in her
Minus
head.
what?
She's been thinking of it for a while.
14.
8 times be
24.
24.
Oh,
24.
I added. My bad.
That's okay. Plus 4. You know why that's okay? Because when I did this last hour, I multiplied 12 times 2
Hey.
and had 24, and we had way the wrong answer. And we couldn't figure out why. I'm like, oh, it's only supposed to be 14. Okay, so now we have 14 times 124. Okay, now how can I make 14 easier to do?
10
and
4.
10
4.
and 4. Okay. If you're still getting confused by this, I'm going to talk you through it again. 10 times 124 is 1,240.
Yes.
4 times 124 is 496. And then I add the 2 together.
No doubt.
No.
12 plus.
So, now, the way we did that, was that easier than cubing 12?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
I don't want to cube 12.
I
If I had to cube 12 a lot, I would memorize it.
could.
I think you did.
I could figure it out pretty quick. Actually, it's actually easier just to figure it out than memorize it. Because it's just 144 times 10 and times 2.
Oh, yeah.
So 1440 and then 288.
You're smarty pants.
Smarty pants.
Okay,
That's wrong.
Wait.
What was that?
okay, and we're done.
Nothing.
That's tomorrow.
Alright.
That's
That's
hello.
tomorrow.
Remember when you threatened us and said there's another slide?
And then there wasn't, but I'm already confused.
Okay, yeah.
That's good.
Hey, shh. Individuals, people, be quiet. I'm still recording. Write down your assignment and get started. I will put the book up here in a second.
Wait, can I just be personal and say something?
There's 5 minutes.
One, two,
You guys